I believe education is extremely important, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, my system and where I was failed me, and then also my home was just, and that's no excuse, you know, because I remember I actually went back, my high school had me come back and speak to the kids, and that was really weird, and they were like, they handed me the mic just before I talked to the kids, and they were like, whatever you do, don't say you didn't graduate. And I'm like, oh, and I take the mic, and then I'm like, you know, I'm going, everything's going fine. We're like halfway through, and some kid's like, how come you didn't graduate? Or they were like, yeah, and I was like, oh, and I look at my old counselor, and I'm like, damn.
Moment of truth.
Yeah, and I was just 100. I was just like,
what'd you say? How'd you
I was like, I didn't graduate because of all the things that were going on in my household. I didn't graduate because at that point in my life, I didn't have people there to push me and guide me and, you know, work me to get that education. And I was like, there are so many people here that have loving parents and guardians that are pushing them, and there are so many people here as well that don't, and that are still getting their education. You're stronger than even I was, and I applaud you, and everyone applauded those people. And so that's like, that's how I feel about that. So I think, and another thing is like, don't be lazy. So when I was 17 years old, and unfortunately, you know, I wasn't in high school, so I got 2 jobs that I worked in the morning and the evening, and then I would go home.
Just because I'm curious, what were they?
Oh, well, I had all types of jobs.
Yeah.
At that specific time, I was working at Jiffy Lube, so I was changing oil. And then in the evening, I worked at a flower shop.
Okay, I was just curious. Yeah, okay.
And then, but yeah, then I would come home and record. So I would write and write and write, and I would record myself, and I'd work on myself. So I was working on this craft. And I just say that to say, like, if at 17 years old, I can live on my own, work 2 jobs, and still follow my dreams, like, then just chill. You can finish high school and do what you love.